Hey Killer Bees, it's Paula B from PaulaBFitness.com, and on tap today I've got a great dynamic stretching workout that is perfect for women of a certain age. You guys, there is absolutely no equipment needed for today's beautiful all-standing stretch. So when you're ready for this one, I'm totally ready. Let's go. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving, and that means that we're gonna get started with some arm circles with high knees. Yes, we're doing our normal warm-up before what could be, truly, what could be a warm-up. Today's dynamic stretching routine, I personally am using this as a stress reliever. I think that we could all use a little stress relief right now, and so that's how I personally am going to be showing this workout today. The fact is, though, we are dynamically stretching, which means that at some point, truly, this workout is going to start to feel like cardio, which is pretty funny when you think about that. But dynamic means moving. We're not doing any holds of any sort. We are actually going through a really gorgeous handful of exercises that you already know and love at a different pace, and we're thinking about moving our body beautifully through its full range of motion. This is all about mobility today. But here's the thing, depending on what you want to get out of it, this workout could be a really extended warm-up for something else. And you know, depending on what you want to get out of it, I've got some information for you. Make sure that you open up the description box below and get my 5-page information resource that will tell you how to make any workout work for you. Even something that is so obviously moderate and gentle as today's workout could still be a push day for you, not entirely, but part of a push day for you. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. Ooh, and yes, I'm keeping this very deliberately slow. Like I said, today is going to be familiar exercises at an unfamiliar pace. What I'd like you to really think about today is truly working on not just going through the motions, but thinking about how your mind connects to your body. When we're really thinking about how we're moving, when we're really truly focusing in on feeling the stretch, feeling the work, thinking about the muscles, thinking about balance, thinking about your body moving through space and time. Even familiar exercises can have a whole new twist on them, and that's what we're doing today. Now, we are going to get some work. I mean, we're going to not only work our heart and lungs a little bit, but we're also, by doing this dynamic stretching, we are simultaneously doing some body weight strength. I know you feel it when we're standing here on one foot like this, but we're also working on mobility and flexibility, which really, again, apropos of the whole world right now. Being mobile, being flexible, thinking about your body and thinking about your health. It is all good timing today. Let's go ahead and do some welcome to my homes. Holding in that welcome position, really feeling that stretch through your chest, through your inner thigh, maybe your outer thigh, definitely in your abs, working on holding that open, holding that twist, having your arm there at shoulder height. I'm already feeling it. We're actually going to get a fair amount of work in our shoulders today. So as I mentioned, there are a good handful of very familiar exercises that we're going to take at this kind of a pace. My heart rate is up. We are warm, but we're not aiming to go fast. These are cardio exercises that we're taking at a stretching pace. And because of that, I don't have a timer for us today. I really want to focus on the movements themselves, not trying to get a certain amount done, not trying to move at any pace other than something that just feels good to you. And my friends, it feels good to move. You know, at our age, really at every age, but at our age specifically, I think a lot about my mobility, a lot more than I used to. I never really used to think about how my body moved. I never really used to care about trying to get anything more out of my workouts than calories burned and some kind of, in my case particularly, some kind of weight loss result for the most of my young life. But now I take my workouts at a different pace and a different mindset. Now I'm thinking so much more about my future, not just 6 months in the future when I might look a certain way, but 6 years in the future when I'm hoping to still be able to move like this. You guys, let's go ahead and do some windmill tap backs, which means that we're going to have our hands up nice and wide. Feel that stretch. Feet out nice and wide, hanging here in this stretch, and then reaching your opposite hand down towards, let's get all the way down as low as you can go. When I'm really thinking about it, look at that, I actually can get my hand all the way down towards my toe. So often when we're doing this as a cardio exercise, I can barely get past my knee because I'm not trying to, because I'm not doing that for flexibility. I'm trying to get something else out of it. But today, when what we want to get out of it is a beautiful hamstring stretch, a little bit of mobility in our inner and outer thighs, a lot of mobility up there in our shoulders, it feels different, doesn't it? It feels good. I'm hoping that today's stretch just opens you up to feeling good, to looking at things in maybe a new way. Especially for my younger bees, I have to tell you, it cracks me up how many comments I get from my lovely bees who are not yet 50, who really truly need to tell me that they are not yet 50. Actually, because I make such a big deal about being 50 and my exercises being for women over 50, I do get a lot of comments about your ages. And I love, love, love that women of all ages and men of all ages enjoy these workouts. You guys, I welcome you at every age, at every level of fitness. We're always working on something that is good for you, like my balance right there that I almost just lost. You guys, you'll notice when we move slower, it's not easier. It's really not. And in fact, in so many ways, today's workout might be tough mentally because we are moving slower on cardio moves, but might be tough because this is balance work. It always is. You guys, we're going to go ahead and transition into side step, side bends. Oh my gosh. So we're going to step to the side and bend to the side. Oh my gosh, really feeling that stretch all throughout the side. Now, ordinarily when we're doing side bends, you're focusing on the crunch. You're focusing on using your abs to pull yourself in and then pull yourself up. But right now, all I want you to feel is that beautiful, glorious stretch all along the outside of your body, underneath your arm, all the way down the side of your abs. Even for me, because I'm doing this little bit of a step back, deep down into my hip. I love, love, love to stretch out my hip. I'm also finding that this little bit of a bend with that tap, oh yeah, this is balance work. And therefore, it's not easy for me. You guys, no matter if today feels way too easy or not very easy, thinking about where your body is and how it is moving is actually really beneficial for every single workout you might ever want to do. When you can find your body in time and space, it's called proprioception. It's a fancy way of saying the mind-body connection. And the fact is, lots of us really have to work on this. When we were like really young, children young, not like just in your 20s or 30s, but when we were very, very young, we had a little bit better sense of our body. I mean, it's such a focus of education to think about your body, to think about holding still, for example, or when you're learning things in, physical education, when you're thinking about your body so much. But then lots of us through the years really start to lose that connection, really start to lose thinking about what your body is doing and where it is and how it feels. And sometimes we find ourselves at whatever age we are not really knowing what to do with our bodies. Sometimes we find ourselves with extra weight. Sometimes we find ourselves with injuries. Sometimes we find ourselves struggling with balance. Sometimes we find ourselves in all kinds of situations where we're simply not connected to our bodies. This kind of slow moving work, which is still, by the way, getting my heart rate up and making me a little bit sweaty, this kind of slow moving work can really help you just close your eyes for a second and think about your body. Think about where you're feeling that stretch. Think about how you're moving. Think about how it feels. Awesome job. You guys, next up, we're going to do one of my favorite exercises. And boy, oh boy, are we going to do it slow. We're doing forward hinge arm flappers. I'm going to turn to the side just a little bit. Going to have both hands up. And this is going to be so good for you when we are doing this fast, because you can really think about pushing those hips back, 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 back. Oh my goodness. And when we push our hips back, but keep your legs kind of straight, we can touch the ground almost a little bit, sort of. Oh, and then really feel that work in your booty to come back up. This is a great stretch on the way down, making sure you're not rounding your shoulders. I know some of you really want to round your shoulders and reach down for the ground. Don't worry about that. Yes, you can see my legs shaking, and squeeze from your booty to come back up. Oh my gosh, how good does that stretch feel on your back? Even though you're keeping your back really straight, you're stretching it out. Ooh, and squeeze, squeeze, squeezing from your booty. And of course, oh yes, there's shoulder work to be done here. Your arms get to relax when we're in this down position, but then as we come up, stretch, stretch, stretch from your chest. Even as we stand up straight, I know some of you really want to curl back. That's fine if you want to curl back, but making sure that you're holding in your core, holding in your glutes, controlling that stretch. You know, that's the funny thing about stretching. We think so often that, well, especially in a position like this when we're down, that gravity is stretching us, and it definitely is, but when we control the stretch and where we are moving our bodies intentionally into and then out of a stretch, yes, that turns it into a little bit of strength. I told you, we're doing strength and cardio and stretching and flexibility today. We've got it all going on, plus balance. But when you are really thinking about your body and how it is stretching and controlling the stretch, you are getting even more out of it than simply letting your body flop into a stretching position. Think about where you're feeling this. My hamstrings, which are ordinarily quite tight, are the ones that are shaking right now because they are stretching all the way to their limit while doing a little bit of work. You might notice it in your lower back. When you get down in this position, your lower back should not be feeling this work, and in fact it should feel like a really nice release right up until we squeeze those glutes to stand back up, and then you might feel it a little bit then. When you're squeezing your glutes, you are automatically squeezing from your lower back also. The trick is to ask your glutes to do more work than your lower back. That position, that deadlift position that we are in at the bottom of this forward hinge arm flapper, is probably one of the trickiest exercises that I ever ask you to do. And it's funny because it is so simple, but sometimes, and this is that brain-body connection, sometimes our glutes don't know what to do. Sometimes after years of sitting and disconnecting from them, our poor glute muscles, they don't know how to work, and we have to ask them. So moving really slowly like this, without any extra weight, without any extra expectation of what to get out of this, you can really squeeze and feel them doing their job. Awesome job. You guys, we're gonna do one more of these, and then we're gonna do another one of my favorites. I tell you what, I chose almost all favorites today. Again, with the stress relief and just really enjoying myself. This next exercise is big arm side shuffles. Now, sometimes we can really get this one rocking, but what I want you to think about today, is coming all the way down. Oh, in that down position. Oh, and then really balancing on the way up, and then coming all the way down again. Now, I know for lots of you, you're saying, oh, Paula, that lunge is way too deep for me. Totally fine. It's a little bit deep for me too, as you can see, as I'm struggling to stand back up. Feel free to have something in front of you. You don't really have to do the shuffle. You could absolutely grab some kind of chair or the couch or something. As long as you can feel that beautiful stretch on the side of your hip, it doesn't matter how low you're coming into that lunge. It is much more about the stretch. So you can be hanging on to something and really coming deep into that side stretch. For me, I can come a little bit lower. If you can't go that low, that's totally okay. Yes, there's work to be done here on your inner thigh. I know you're feeling it. It's a single leg squat, my friends. Of course you feel that. But if you can also focus on the stretch like we're doing today, it's a glorious stretch as well. You know, all exercises have pretty much all elements of balance and cardio and strength and core. When we're doing it properly, we can get any kind of work out of any kind of exercise. Making sure you're breathing, and yes, making sure your core is pulled in. We're not doing cardio, it's not fast, but boy, did this turn into work, didn't it? We're doing a little bit of hold on some of these exercises. I'm hanging here in this stretch position. If you need to move a little bit faster, just because the stretch feels a little bit too much, my friends, I mean, you know me. I hope you know me. If you don't, hi, brand new. I will tell you in every single workout to make the workout work for you. However you can feel a stretch, however you can feel good about our day, that's what I want for you. It might be faster, it might be slower, it might be hanging onto a chair, it might be modified some other way. It's always, always, always your best workout, my friends. This is going to be our last one here. And then we're moving into something not easier. We're going to do frog reaches, which means that we're going to have our feet almost uncomfortably wide. Nice and wide here. Make sure that your toes are pointed out a little bit. We're going to reach up, up, up. And then we're going to come down, 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 down. And how low can you go? Oh, I got my fingertips on the ground, just barely. And up. Breathing through this one. This is a deep, deep, deep squat. This is stretching your inner thigh, and for me, that is the hardest stretch of all. Making sure that your chest is up, your head is up, your hips are back. You're not curling down into this, but you're really feeling that work and that stretch on your inner thigh. We're not going to do a ton of these. I know that this one is a particularly difficult exercise. I feel it too. My heart is pounding too. This is, for me, the area in which I am the least flexible. Opening my hips wide like this is incredibly difficult for me, and that's why we practice it. You know, you guys, I get questions all the time about, you know what, I didn't realize how bad my balance was. What can I do to work on it? Or for me, I didn't realize how bad my flexibility was. What can I do to work on it? My friend, the thing that you can do to work on it is the stuff that doesn't feel good. It's the stuff that's hard, the stuff that you feel like you're struggling with. You're working on it when you're struggling with it. Being okay with a little bit of struggle is part of improving your fitness, part of improving your health. You're not going to be perfect at everything. In fact, I mean, if you're me, you're not going to be perfect at anything. You're just gonna keep on doing your best day after day, week after week, year after year. You're just gonna keep trying. And you might be fantastic at some of these things at some point, and you might, like me, many years into my fitness journey, still completely struggle with certain moves. That was gonna be our last one. Let's go ahead and do skiers next. Now skiers, pretty simple stuff. Usually a very cardio move. We're gonna go our opposite hand. I had to really think about that. Opposite hand goes up while the opposite foot stretches back. And then we're going to go the other way, stretching across your body like this. You can feel it on one side, and then right about your midline, it comes over to the other side. Really thinking, oh my gosh, about stretching that calf behind you, stretching the hip flexors on one side and the chest on the other. This is probably our most, well, it's not our most difficult stretch, but it's one of our most difficult stretches, because so far we've basically been stretching our whole body the same way. Coming across our body like this really brings into play a lot more balance and a lot more proprioception, a lot more thinking about where your body is. We're actually stretching a lot of different body parts. Trying to get your heel on the ground stretches your calf. Trying to pull your torso up really stretches your hip flexor. Trying to get your arm all the way up with your biceps next to your ear stretches your chest. This is all the way up and down your body. Now on one side, I noticed, this side specifically, my back foot doesn't want to go down. My back calf really doesn't want to get stretched. Sometimes you'll notice that when you're in the middle of something particularly difficult, that part of your body really doesn't want to behave. And that's totally okay. Slow it down a little bit. I know. Not the advice you wanted to hear. You wanted to move faster so you don't have to notice it. I know. But today we're getting comfortably uncomfortable with noticing where our body is and what our body is doing and feeling this glorious dynamic stretch and work and mobility. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I know that I told you we're going to get a little bit tougher. Coming up next, we're going to do some twisting Ys. Now I actually really happen to like twisting movements. I'm going to do one more skier on each side, really feeling that hip flexor. Twisting can be difficult for lots of us though. And then here's our last one on this side. Especially for those of us who do have some issues with dizziness, which I frequently do, or some issues with balance. This one can be tough, but that's why we're doing it. Feet are really, really close together. We're gonna stand with our arms nice and wide. We're making a big letter Y. We're gonna reach our opposite hand across your body as low as you can go. Reach the back of your leg and then just slide it on down wherever you can get to. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit surprised I can get all the way down to my ankle. Really thinking about keeping that other hand all the way up in the air. This is a stretch for your hamstrings. Work for your glutes on the way back up. And, oh my gosh, shoulder mobility. I'm finding all kinds of tension in my shoulders when I'm trying to hold one of them up like this. Let it relax. Rotate your shoulder blades back and down, and then back up. Yeah, I know, not easy. It doesn't have to be easy. Nothing ever has to be easy, my friends. Being easy might mean that you're not getting enough work out of it. We want it to be just right, just the right amount of difficult, the right amount of challenge. You might notice, as I am really noticing on this specific exercise, that one side of you is a lot more twisty and flexible, and the other side is not so much. This is my side that is not so much. Make sure that you're breathing and try and relax into it. It's work, of course it's work. But that doesn't mean you can't relax your body into the work. Find the muscles that are working, keep them working. Find the muscles that are resisting the work and ask them to stop resisting. Ask them to relax a little bit. See if they can just stretch and be free. And yes, remembering to breathe. good job you're doing. You guys, oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm grunting even. Whew, doggies. This is our last exercise, sort of. We're gonna do a couple more of these and then we'll be done. We're not gonna be finished, I know. Paula, on a dynamic stretching video, you can't not have a finisher. I know that was a lot of negatives, but no, I can't not. Even when we're doing stretching work, I have a finisher for us. I have one more exercise that is going to challenge all of us all the way to the point where we can really feel, especially if this is intended to be a nice moderate day for you, as it is intended to be a nice moderate day for me, if this is a weight loss workout for you or a body shaping workout for you that is moderate. My friends, I want always to make sure that you feel like you got a lot of bang for your buck. That you got a workout out of the day. So coming up next, after this very last part of our why, we're gonna do drinky birds. I know, I hear you, but I'm gonna make you do them anyways because my friends, drinky birds are gonna challenge us all. Remembering that we're thinking about this as a stretch. We're gonna go back and forth on our legs, so we're not trying to just stand on one. Standing up really straight and tall, pulling in your core, thinking about breathing. Your shoulders are back, your chest is out, your leg is gonna come back while you are tipping forward. And how low can you go? Keeping your back straight. Can you put your fingers on the ground? Can you stretch that back leg up higher? And then balancing on the way up. Yes, I'm singing. That's how hard it is for me. We're only going to do a couple of these on each side. This is very difficult for me too. Find your balance, find your core, find your breath. And let's do that on the other side. Your back is super, super, super straight. Don't let your back round forward. I know you want to touch the ground, so do I, but do that with a straight leg and a straight back. And then see if you can pull that back leg up any higher. Awesome job. And standing back up gently, easily, slowly. As promised, not very many. We're going to do one more on each side. Catch your breath. I know. That got hard, right? I know. This is my left leg, which is technically speaking more difficult for balance, but it is more flexible, which means that I feel more confident that I'm going to be able to put my hands on the ground at some point. And then that means that my flying leg is my stronger leg, which also helps me feel like I can pull that up. But standing back up, oh golly, is tricky stuff. Okay, we're done on that side. Now we're just gonna do this last one on this side. You guys, here we go. Really thinking about standing up straight and tall, pulling your core. You're breathing through the whole thing, and you're focusing on the stretch. Where do you feel this stretch? For me, I feel a lot of stretch in my mindset, in how I'm even thinking about my body. If you can touch the ground or a chair or the couch or whatever you can touch, squeeze and pull that back leg up as far as you can and stand back up. Oh my goodness. And yes, you guys, we're going to do a cool down from our stretch. Let's do some really gentle arm circles. Oh my gosh. And that tap. Wow. Wow. That was amazing work you did today. I'm super, super proud of you. Now here's the thing. If today is a push day for you and you were using this as a really extended warm-up, I don't have a specific suggestion for you because honestly, you could do any kind of a workout after this. You may choose whatever feels best to you. I'm gonna assume though that you're taking today as just a really glorious, moderate, stretchy day, a stress relieving stretchy day. And because of that, I do actually have a static standing stretch that you might enjoy after this one, even more so than our normal, because I normally have an extended cool down for you. This one is really more of a full body stretchy stretch where we're holding positions. So that's what I'll have for you here on screen. And I really wanted to mention, you guys, it's been a while since I have done some Patreon shout outs. Down here on the bottom of the screen, you're going to see the letter P, and it's an invitation to go over to Patreon, where you can make a monthly pledge that helps me make free workouts for all of us. And I thank you so much for that. And I have so many friends who have pledged recently over the course of the last month or so, and I would like to thank them all. I would like to thank Elvira and Sylvia and Kathleen and Kathy and Cheryl Lynn and Jessica and Carrie, who might be Kari, and I apologize if I've mispronounced your name, Michelle, Anita, Lisanne, Julie, Stacy, Cindy, we're going to go ahead and do some arm openers and closers, Kamitra, Jennifer, somebody who referred to themselves as WIR, and I appreciate anonymous pledges also, just so you know, Allison, Tammy, and Erica. You guys, monthly pledges like yours make me so happy because I can continue to do this work for all of us. It's not just helpful for me, it's helpful for everybody, and I so appreciate your support. Now on the other side of the screen, you're gonna see a picture of me, and that's actually a subscribe button. If you are not already subscribed, make sure that you click that and the bell notification so that YouTube will let you know every time I upload a new workout. You guys, I hope today felt amazing for you. Thank you so much for working out with me. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.